Hello and welcome to day 43 of the 1000 days of Nocode challenge. So far, we have allowed the users to register, log out, log in back, and we have also allowed them to change their profile image and cover image. But we have missed to add something very crucial, allowing the users to update their email ID and password. And that's what we are tackling today. So let's go back to the profile page, and we have this edit option given here. Let's also add the ability for them to update their email ID and password. So let's add one more button, which could be update credentials. And we will add one more group, which is group C. Right, it has come within group edit, so I'll get it outside, and we'll call this as credentials. Now that we have learned about grouping, let's make this page a bit responsive. So I'm changing this from fixed to column, so everything will come one below the other. I'll quickly select both of this and make it as row container, and we want that to be on the left side. This could be 250. Likewise, this can be 250. We can quickly add gap spacing column of 20. This can be in the center. We can add a spacing over here as well, which could be 30. Now we have group data, we have group edit. This is group buttons, and then we have group credential. Okay, so group credential will be collapsed when hidden, and it will not be visible on page load. It will be visible only when we click on update credential. Now let's go to this group and let's say collapse when hidden. The same thing for group edit as well, collapse when hidden. And now within group credentials, let's add input fields, which is new email. Okay, content format can be email. Add one more box, which could be new password, and content format will be password. We also need an old password. Right? And of course, we need a button as well. Update credentials. Now this is with width 250. Let's make it as 45 height, 250 and 45 height, 250 and 45 height. The same thing can go for the button as well. So I'll make this as 250 with fixed. Now let's add a gap spacing, row of 20. You can see that we've added some spacing in between each of these elements. Now update credentials. We can add a workflow to this button and search for credential. You have update the user's credentials, and it is asking you for the old password, and that's where the old password is required. Input old password's value, and here you can give input new emails value. Now there could be a scenario where the user wants to just update email or just update the password, and that's why I'm adding two separate steps. Okay, here I'm giving input new emails value is not empty. I will copy this, paste the same workflow, and here I will clear this, I'll remove this and select change password. Here we can give new passwords value, and here it will be if new passwords value is not empty. So we are doing this separately. If they give both new email and new password, both will be updated. If they give just one, then only that will be updated. We can also quickly add a plugin, which is Air Alert. Install this, and with this, what we can also do is search for Air and select the standard. We can mention credentials updated successfully, and message can be removed. Now let's see how this works. I'm going to app data. I'm going to tweet page, and I'm logging in as abcd@ritesh7.com because that's how we come to the profile page. And now I can see all the details. I'll click on update credentials. Oh, we didn't add the workflow for this, so let's add that. I'm going to profile page. When we click on update credentials, we want to hide group data and we want to show group credentials. Also, we can add some padding on the top for this particular group or even margin. Let's say 20. So I'll click on update credentials. You can see this coming in. New email can be xyz@abcd.com. New password can be 54321. The old was 12345. I hope I'm right. Update credentials. Your account has been successfully updated. So you get a notification from Bubble, but you can see that this is coming twice because we updated two credentials. One is the email, one is the password. And we also get a notification from Air Alert that we added. If we don't want this notification to come in, whatever Bubble had shown, then we can go over here and you can say do not show success message, right? So when I say this, it will not show us the success message. Let's try it out. Update credentials. Click on update credentials. I'm changing it back to abcd@ritesh7.com and the same old password 12345. Now the old password is 54321. Update credentials, right? Now you can see this one came, but not the pop-up which Bubble would show, which we saw the last time. And that's it. Simple, isn't it? And with that, the users can now update their email ID and password within our application. It's the small enhancements that builds trust and enhances the overall user experience. And you see, if the user has to change their email ID or password, they need to know their existing password. And what if they don't know their present password? That's what we are going to cover tomorrow. See you in the next one.